Welcome to Conduct a District-Created Audit. Our learning objectives will be threefold. First, we'll locate the audit. We'll show you various reports you can pull and use during the audit. And then we'll walk you through an example of conducting and approving the audit. Please note before we begin that both site administrators and site users can work in a district-created audit. However, site users do have some limitations that we'll be talking about through the learning process. To work efficiently in an audit, let's talk about three key areas. First, it's all about the tag. You'll want to locate the tag numbers on each asset in the audit. Note the monitor example on my screen. Next, best practice. Always work within the application using a scanner. If you don't have a scanner, feel free to reach out to Hayes Software and they'll be more than happy to assist you in this area. However, note that any scanner that uses Symbology 128A should work in the application. And last of all, we'll need to locate the room we want to audit, not only at the site, but also within TIPWeb-IT. I'll show you how to do that. Before we begin our step-by-step instruction, let's talk about tag audit states. Each tag expected to be in that room will begin with a state of missing. If you then scan the tag into the audit for that particular room, it will move from missing to verified. If, on the other hand, you scan a tag not expected to be in that room, it will populate in the audit with a state of misplaced. And if that misplaced tag happens to be in another audit, that room will respond with found. Please note also on my screen the blue box I've drawn around missing and misplaced. All missing and misplaced tags must be reconciled before any additional audit containing them can be created. Now we're ready to begin our step-by-step instruction. I'm going to share my screen and we'll get started. To conduct the district-created site audit, you'll first want to locate the audit's icon on your top navigation bar and click to select. Once you've selected the icon, you'll be on the audit page. The audit will list beneath the blue grid header with the audit name, the date it was created, the date it was last modified, in this scenario, the number of rooms in the audit, and as you work in the audit, the rooms will move from new to in progress to finalized. And as a reminder, finalized is where you click on that checkered flag within a particular room that basically tells you and everyone else that that room has been completed. Closed will be a part of your district reconciliation function. And of course, the progress of the audit in percentage. You also have the action icon, which is the district audit details icon, that allows you to enter in and begin conducting the audit. And of course, best practice, always pull the audit detail report before you begin auditing, and again, before you approve the audit. I'll go ahead and show you what the report looks like when it's pulled. You can see various information in the report, the tag, the audit state of missing, which all tags will begin with that state when the audit is first created, along with who worked in the audit, the date they worked on it, and who they were, the expected location, and as you scan, the updated audit location, along with various other information. Once you've reviewed that report, you're ready to go ahead and come into the audit and begin conducting the audit. Clicking on the District Audit Details icon will bring us into the audit window. Note at the top we have various information available to us about this particular audit. Just beneath we have the Approve Audit icon. Please note this icon is only accessible to site administrators. Site users will not have access to this icon. Clicking on this icon will take the audit and close it down. So you do not want to select this icon until all rooms are in a state of finalized. The next icon is the Deny Audit icon. This icon simply takes all rooms in a status of finalized and puts them back in progress. Again, only site administrators will have access to this icon. Now let's take a look at the blue grid header and what lies beneath. First, we have the Edit icon, which allows us to enter into a particular room and begin the audit. Next, we have the location, the status, and of course all rooms will begin with a status of new. We have the modified date. We have the inventory expected in the room. And of course all tags in the room will start with a state of missing. If a tag is verified in a room, it will move from missing to the verified column. And if a tag is misplaced in a room, i.e. it wasn't expected to be there, it will populate in the misplaced column. And if that particular tag was expected in another room within this same audit, that room will respond with found. We also have the Audit Details icon, which is a good place to come when a room has been finalized and to go ahead and leave notes for your district on any missing or misplaced tag that they'll need to reconcile. You also have your Report icon, which allows you to pull an individual room summary report. And if you are a site administrator, you'll also have access to the Deny icon, which would allow you to put a room that's been finalized back into a state of in progress. You also have the Refresh icon to refresh your page. Now we're ready to begin our audit demonstration. First, we'll need to locate the room that we want to audit. We can either select it by choosing the Edit pencil, or we can look for the room by keying in the number. Once we've located the room Audit window will open. On this particular window, we have our Validate Scan area where we'll scan our tags. We also have an Initialize Room Inventory icon. This allows us, say we scan a tag and it says it's not in our database, this icon allows us to go ahead and add that tag to our inventory and verify it in the audit. We also have the Save icon and the Close icon, which allows us, if we need to come back in and work on this audit at a later time, we can either click Save or Close. We also have our Finalize icon. This simply tells us that we are done working in this particular room and puts the status of the room as finalized. We also will have a listing of the products expected to be in the room, and an Expand icon, which allows us to see more information on the particular product. I'll go ahead and click to expand. Now we'll see a listing of tags, their audit state, and any other information we're interested in. So let's go ahead and begin scanning tags into this particular room. When I scan a tag that's expected to be in the room, it will move from missing to verified. I'll go ahead and verify various tags in the room. Please watch the screen as I scan. Note, I still have one tag missing. Let me scan one more tag. And now you can see I have one tag misplaced. If I go ahead and expand again, I can see the misplaced tag. And if I wanted to undo this particular misplaced and scan it in another room, I have that opportunity to do so. Once I'm done with this room, I'll go ahead and finalize. And note that I still have a tag that I did not locate, and hopefully it would show up in another room. I'll go ahead and finalize, and that indicates that we are done with this room. As a site administrator, I could put the room back in progress by denying. I'll go ahead and refresh my screen. And now you can see that where there was a misplaced, there's also a found, which indicates that this particular tag should have been in room 21. Now that our room is finalized, we can click on the Audit Details icon to go in and leave notes for our district administrator to consider. We'll use the misplaced and click on the Audit Notes icon and leave a note. When we click OK, the note has been saved. When we finish leaving notes, we simply close out the window. Now your goal is to make sure that every room within the audit populates with a status of finalized. When all rooms say finalized, your site administrator is then ready to approve, i.e. shut down the audit so that your district administrators can reconcile all missing and misplaced audit states. Before you shut the audit down, though, however, it's a good idea to consider leaving the audit for a few minutes to review the audit details report on your main audit page. Once you've done that, come back to the audit and click on the Approve Audit icon. Clicking on the icon will set the all audits to a finalized state, and it will allow the district to reconcile. Once you confirm, however, it cannot be undone. Now that our audit has been approved, it's time to close out the window, which brings us back to our audit page. Note that all rooms have been finalized and the audit is in an approved state. The district will take it from here and reconcile all missing and misplaced tag states. You can also pull the audit report as you need. This concludes our step-by-step instruction on conducting a district-created audit. We want to thank you for watching, and remember, you have unlimited support. Please find additional materials and videos on our support center.